Hey, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show. Well, the members of the House passed out an ObamaCare replacement bill that probably won't go much further than passing out of the U.S. House of Representatives. The U.S. Members of the U.S. Senate said, hey, members of the House, congratulations. You actually did something. We appreciate it. But we're actually going to work on our own bill, and we'll take bits and pieces from your bill. But yeah, thanks for not much, really. It was an important step for members of the House to actually pass an Obamacare repeal and replace piece of legislation. The Republicans celebrated it on Thursday. The president had the Republican members of the House over to the Rose Garden to celebrate, and it was nice. It was something that Republican members can campaign on if they want to. Some other Republicans won't campaign on it as they either voted against it or were very apprehensive about voting for it. But according to the Washington Examiner, yeah, the bill's dead inside the U.S. Senate. The headline from the Washington Examiner: Senate won't vote on the House-passed health care bill. Senate Republicans on Thursday said they will not vote on the House-passed bill to repeal and replace Obamacare, but instead will be writing their own legislation, a Senate proposal now being developed by a 12-member panel, 12-member working group. It'll attempt to incorporate elements of the House-passed plan, but senators said it will not take up the actual House bill as a starting point and then attempt to change it through the amendment process. Senator Roy Blunt out of Missouri saying the safest thing to say is that there will be a Senate bill. It will look at what the House has done. It will see how much we can incorporate into a product that works for us in reconciliation. Quote, this from Senator Chuck Grassley, a Republican out of Iowa: we're going to draft a Senate bill. That is what I've been told. The working group has been meeting for weeks, according to Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn out of Texas, a member of the group. Cornyn saying, quote, what we have to do is we have to build a consensus among our conference. That is what the working group is designed to do, Cornyn said, to get a compromise we can agree on and then to present it to the larger conference. Cornyn said there's really no deadline as of right now for the group to produce a bill. Quote, we're just working towards getting 51 votes. So the House version of Obamacare, and there are a lot of people who are going back and forth. I've seen some really stupid tweets from Democratic lawmakers. One, I believe, is Chris Murphy, who said that thousands of people will die now. Representative John Lewis said that people will die. People who are sick will die. They will suffer because of the House bill. Listen, it's all BS. It doesn't really matter what the House has passed, because in the Senate, it's going to look completely different. Whatever the Senate passes, it will look different from what the House has passed. And there's going to be a number of reasons for that. The Senate a little more moderate than even what the House is. So this is still a long ways to go. Republicans can applaud themselves, I think, a little bit. Good job. President Trump can, slap himself on the back if he wants to. But we have, I believe, a long ways to go before we see a repeal and replace bill from the U.S. Senate that the House can agree on and that the Senate can actually get through reconciliation and other processes. So, I guess celebrate if you want to, but we're not, we're just one step closer to repealing and replacing Obamacare. We're not even really halfway there yet, it seems, because Senate's going to come up with a whole new bill. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk, 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. And you can follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend.